Hey everyone, we are doing hard questions that are pretty important for the upcoming SATs because SAT is College Board is changing its pattern this year and we are trying to decode that. So if you haven't watched our hard question series, please do watch it. But if you are very new to SAT, don't directly jump on hard questions. Try to solve most repeated questions. And before that, go and check out our full Desmos course. Go to the playlist. First learn Desmos, then come to most repeated questions, and then at the end do the hard questions. So that is the flow, and you should follow that. Then only it will help you a lot. Okay. So today we will start with the hard questions, the two new hard questions I have. If you are sitting, do let me know from which country are you and from for which month are you planning to target SAT. Let's move on. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe because this channel is going to give you a lot of things on SAT and you're not going to regret. First question is right here. Now, many of you will think, take 30 seconds and check out the question. Many of you will think, can we use Desmos? So, always remember if you have two equations, two unknowns, you can use Desmos. Two equations, two points, two unknowns, 2 points, you can use Desmos. But here I have so many unknowns A, B, C, and only 2 points are given. I cannot use Desmos. The number of points should be greater or equal to number of unknowns. Then I can use Desmos, regression on Desmos. If you haven't checked out our full Desmos course, please go through it because there we have explained you in detail what all types of questions you can do it on Desmos and what all type of questions you cannot. Okay, so let's see how to do this question manually. I have 2 points, right? One is 4 comma 0 and one is 0 comma 24. I have to make use of these points to find out the answer. So first I'll consider this point where x is 0, f of x is 24. I'll plug in. So f of x, I want to find what is f of 0. So this x cube, that means 0 cube will be 0. This will also be 0. Third term will also be 0. I'm only left with c. What is c? I'll write as it is because I don't know the value of c. But I know that f of 0 is 24. So can I write root c is equal to 24? Now I'll transfer this root to the other side. It will be 24 square. So you have to solve and tell me what is 24 times 24. Once you get that, now you have to use the next point to satisfy your equation, right? So if you can do it, that would be better. Otherwise, let me help you out. So basically what you have to do, you have to write at f of 4, what equation are you exactly getting? Okay, let's do it. So here I'll simply write f of 4 equals 0. What is f of 4? This is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 64, plus x square, that means 16a, plus bx, which is 4b, plus c equals 0. Do I know the value of c already? Yes. So I'll use Desmos. You can use calculator to find out what is 24 times 24, which is 576. So I'm gonna write 576 directly in place of c. Replace it. And then from here, I'll solve it. So here I'm left with, I'll keep the variables on one side and I'll take the other constants to the other side. If I add 64 and 576, what I'm gonna get? 640, but negative 640 because now I'm transposing it to the other side. Can I divide this whole equation by 4? Because I want my equation, my one side to be 4a plus b, and I know if I divide it by 4, I'll get this equation as 4a plus b equals, what is this? 160? Subtract, I mean, do you divide it, you will get the answer. negative 160. So what is the value of 4a plus b? Negative 160. That's how you have to do. The main challenge that students face is whether to use Desmos or not, and many of the students, they waste their time on Desmos. According to me, you should not use Desmos because you are going to use sliders, and sliders are very much time taking. There's only one condition on which you can use slider. Let's say only C is unknown and the values are C is given in the options. Then you can directly use slider, but not in these cases. Everything has been explained in Desmos course. That's why I'm telling you to take the reference of that first, then come and solve these questions. Let's focus on the next question. What do you think? How would you do that? It is clearly given that ABF triangle and EDG triangle, they are congruent, right? And B corresponds to D. If they are congruent, one more thing is given. This angle is given 42. Using exterior angle property, can I say that these two angles, if you're adding these two angles, it should be equal to 42. So divide 42 into two equal halves, which is going to be 21 and 21, right? Now, in triangle ABF, I already know the two angles. Can I find out the third one? Yes. I can do angle A plus angle B plus angle F equals 180. I already know angle A, which is 90, plus I already know angle, oh, I want to find out angle B, plus angle F is 21. Now only one is unknown. I can easily find it out. Or else you already know in a right angle triangle, if one angle is 90, other is 21, this angle will be 90 minus theta, 90 minus 21. Okay, so instead of adding using angle sum property, you can directly find it out if it is a right angle triangle. So these are the two questions that we discussed. If you have any other method for question number 1 or question number 2, do let me know in the comment section. And stay tuned, stay subscribed. You can even join our WhatsApp channel so that whenever there is a new video, I can directly post it there. Okay? So that's all for today. Happy learning. Bye bye.